Hey, tonight we are gonna have autumn herb roasted chicken with cider pan sauce. And this is one of the taste bud recipes for this month that Tegan has helped develop with Pampered Chef. I love fall dinners, especially chicken served with seasonal favorites. The secret with this dish is to use an herby rub that adds lots of flavor to the chicken. Then pair the chicken with apples. So that's what we're making tonight, and we're going to start off by putting, got to preheat the oven. It says to 425, and so for tonight I'm going to use my 12-inch cast iron skillet, and I've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then I'm going to use, this is 2 tablespoons of the bell pepper herb rub. I'm going to put my chicken on a plate. We'll use a festive plate. We'll use a Halloween plate. And I buy my chicken, and then I thaw it out for meals like this. There are 4 of us eating, but I measure out how much chicken I actually have. These are nice, big, meaty breasts. In fact, I'm going to take this breast and I'm going to cut it just so that it gets cooked a little bit faster and we're not waiting late in the evening to have some dinner tonight. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to top it all with my bell pepper rub. And this is the rub that came with my taste buds. And there's plenty, not only for dinner tonight, but I'll be able to do, whether it's another meal just like this, or if I want to put it in a cheesy dip that I've done before. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn them over. And what's going to give this chicken its unique taste is not only some of these spices, these herbs that we're putting in, but also apples. And so after I get these in the pan, we're going to get them cooking a little bit. The cooking will finish in the oven, which is why you want to use an oven safe pan. I'm going to bring it back over here. My oil is glistening, and what I like to use is I like to use the tongs to actually move the chicken into the oil. And we're going to brown this chicken. And as I mentioned, we're going to finish it up in the oven. Don't want to lose any of that goodness. So we're going to cook this for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to add some apple cider that I picked up and some white wine, and I'm going to also be putting in these apples. So these are Honeycrisp apples. I'm using the wedger, and just like that, it calls for putting them in pieces, either 10 or 12. So I'm just going to cut those, and what I can do, since I've been able to remove the core, is I can just go ahead and make them a little bit smaller. I think that these apple wedges are plenty small, so I'm not really worried about doing that. Some of these other ones look like they're a little bit thicker, but I like my apples when I do this to be really crunchy, so I'm not going to do that. I'm also going to get my garlic ready, and you'll notice that my garlic has a little bit different color. That's because I had frozen this garlic. I was able to buy some really, really nice garlic heads, and I couldn't use it all at the same time, and I'm really gotten tired. I want fresh garlic, but I also don't want it to get bitter, and garlic can get bitter. And so I have found that freezing the garlic doesn't allow that to happen. And then I'm just going to go ahead and press this. So when I put the apple cider and the wine in, I'm going to boil that. And so let me go ahead and I'm going to flip my chicken. Open it up there a little bit. And the cast iron puts a really, really nice glaze on this. It's nice and crunchy. If you're one that doesn't like to have to clean up your stovetop, then you might want something like a splatter guard. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop that splatter guard on. So this is one of the 3 meals that came in the set this month. I like it because it's got completely different flavors. After I put it in the oven, I'm going to put in both the apples, the garlic, some shallots, some thyme, and some sage around the chicken. And then that's going to cook with a little bit of butter for 20 minutes in the oven. So you're not going to get a chance to see that part of it, but you will get a chance to see what it looks like and also all the different ingredients that I'm putting it in. And I'm hoping that it's going to look something like this. I'm going to just flip that chicken over like that. Now the trick to using the cast iron is to make sure that you have enough oil in the pan so that you're not just having it stick. And for the purposes today, I'm going to go ahead and, even though it's not done yet, I'm going to go ahead and put in the apple cider. Slowly pouring that in so it doesn't splatter. And also the wine. And I'm evenly distributing that. I'm going to turn down my fan so you don't have to listen to that. And then the next step is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to arrange the apples and the garlic, and this is going to boil for 3 minutes. So I don't want you to have to watch that. So this is the dinner, and oops, going to show that. And I will post a picture of it when it gets ready to go in the oven and then actually on the plates. Thanks for joining.